Alright guys, today we're talking about the SG553R, one of the most interesting and underrated carbines in Battlefield 6. I've been grinding this weapon for a while, and funnily enough, I actually found the best build right at the very end of leveling it up. I was almost done maxing it out and decided to swap the grip one last time, and that ended up being the final change that completely transformed the gun. As always, I've got two builds for you guys today. One, the best build, the one I discovered at the very end and makes the SG553R feel absolutely perfect. And the second one, the build you'll see in most of the clips throughout this commentary, which is still super strong and fun to use. Thought you guys would like to build of both of these weapons. The SG553 has a 3-shot kill potential, and with its 720 rate of fire, it can delete enemies extremely fast. The downside is that the damage drop off happens pretty quickly, which means you'll want to use it aggressively, just like many other rifles in this game. But what makes this gun special is the very manageable recoil. It's super predictable, and when you combine that with smart tap firing, you can easily kill players at any range, making it one of the most versatile weapons in Battlefield 6. Now the question is it worth unlocking? A lot of people ask me whether the SG553 is worth unlocking since it requires completing challenges to get it. And honestly, yes. It might not be the single best carbine in the game, but it's definitely one of the most reliable. It's one of those weapons you can bring into any map, any mode, and know you can perform with it. There are a few basic rules to keep in mind when using this weapon. Within 20 meters, hip firing is very effective, especially because of that 3-shot kill potential, which works up to around 10 meters. That lets you dominate close range fights. Once you're beyond 40 to 50 meters, you'll want to start tap firing. The weapon bloom becomes too much if you hold the trigger down and will start missing shots. The recoil pattern is predictable enough that it's tempting just to go full auto, but trust me, tap firing gives you way better consistency, and hitting all your shots is what really makes this weapon shine. So if you play smart, being aggressive up close and disciplined at range, the SG553 can easily become one of your favorite weapons. If you enjoy these type of weapon build guides and want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps out a lot, and I've got plenty more builds and breakdowns coming your way. Next up, the builds. Now that we've gone through all of the gun performs, let's go into the two builds. Starting with the one I discovered at the very end, and then the setup you've seen in most of the gameplay clips. So here we have the build that I would recommend, that I found at the very end. I was literally level 48, 2 levels away from maxing it out. The very first clip you saw in the video, that's with this build. It's just made a little bit more aggressive, but also very steady. So if you struggle with the recoil, this one is the one to use. It has a little bit of a specific playstyle, but I'll go through it, explaining you what you exactly want to know when using this build. Starting off with the sight, I was using the OSA 7 sight for most part. The gun actually works quite well with higher zooms. You can go up to the 2x zooms with this gun because the recoil is very manageable. So if you like using those sights, you definitely can. Personally, what I was using for most part was the OSA sight or the mini flex. There was also a, let me quickly check, this sight that I was using, the AP2. Thought it was a bit ugly, but it worked quite well somehow with this gun. The AP2 and the ROM, the 1.75 time magnifications, worked quite well on this gun. So if you like those type of sights, definitely could recommend them on this one as well. Now we're going with the laser. I definitely recommend using the green laser because the hipfire becomes really good. It's a 71 hipfire build. And the close quarter battles are going to be super important with the SG553. As I explained earlier, it has a 3-shot kill. As you can see, the damage is 33. You can test it in the firing range. It's a 3-shot kill up to 10 meters. Of course, 33 plus 33 plus 33. It's going to be 99. In this game, for some reason, it's a kill. Trust me, it's a kill. So the 3-shot kill potential is there, but with hip firing you don't even need to ADS, and even when you're going to transition into ADS, those bullets have a higher chance of hitting than when you wouldn't be using a laser sight at all. And what I always say when I use the green laser sight, be aware that the enemy players can see you with the green laser. So point the green laser at walls and not just out in the open. If you're hiding in a corner, for example, point it towards the ground. Don't point it out right in front of you, because players will be able to see that and be able to react to it. Now, the flash hider, one of the best barrels in the game, fully hides in-world spotting, which means if you're shooting the gun, you don't have a big red diamond icon above your head, which is actually very, very, very good. Now, going on to the big change. Oh, wait, sorry. First, the barrel. We're going with the basic barrel, standard barrel that has a faster ADS speed. And then this one's important. The stubby, the candid stubby moderately reduces recoil, which is pretty big, and enables a slight faster transition to ADS speed, which makes it a bit more aggressive at the cost of ADS accuracy while moving, which basically means you're going to get worse bloom when you're shooting and moving with this gun. Now, for longer range fights, you don't want to be strafing at all. Keep that in mind. Once you're going to move, you're going to miss so many shots. However, when you start tap firing and you start strafing, you don't have this problem at all. But I can just recommend that while in middle of gunfights, try and not move as much, because you're going to just miss too many shots. Within a range of 30 meters, it doesn't matter, because bloom is not that effective. You know, even if the shots might not go exactly on target, they could still hit the target, because of course the target is a bit bigger because he's closer range. But this grip made a huge difference for me. Now we're going to the 30 fast mag. Honestly, with the 30 fast mag, you're going to be fine. You're going to be able to kill 3, 4, 5 players with one mag without a problem. And you got a fast reload. No really need to use any of the bigger mag sizes. And then I used the standard FMJ rounds, and we used the mag catch for a slightly faster reload speed. This is a build that I use the most, and you see in one or two of the clips, probably in the commentary. There's a slight adjustment to this that you can make. Well, actually, it's quite a big adjustment to this you can make that I've also shown in the clip. So I actually kind of got 3 builds in this video. Let me go through it. So we're first going to use the stuff that I already have. So the green laser, just like the previous build. We have different sights on this. I like to use the mini flex on this as well, which is great on the other build as well, by the way. We got the mag catch, the standard rounds, and the 30 round fast. Now, here are the changes. So I used the 20 point standard suppressor, right? The only down part is it reduces hipfire accuracy. Which can be quite useful in the close quarter situations, but you are suppressed. And then you have less points for the grip, so then I use the alloy vertical grip. So very good build if you want to run a suppressor. If you want to play even more aggressive, what you do is you remove the suppressor, right? You remove the suppressor, then you go to the barrel and you go with the light barrel, right? And this one, the light barrel, is insane. It makes such a big difference. Now, there's 2 options you have. There's 2 options you have here. So you have the light barrel. You can use the flash hider, which is extremely good. This is a build I used quite a lot. This is a super, super aggressive build. So if you like to run this gun almost like a submachine gun, use this build. What you can also do is remove the flash hider and go back to the stubby grip. So the canted stubby grip. Also a very, very good build. Again, super aggressive, but you have that stubby grip that reduces the recoil quite a lot. Very good builds. So definitely be sure to mess around with that. I'll keep everything the rest. Like, these are pretty standard. The 30 fast is just good. Standard rounds are good. Mag catch is good. You don't want to go with a super high zoom. Iron sight's actually okay on this gun. It's kind of okay. So if you like running iron sights, you can do that. Get some extra points. I would definitely recommend a green laser or a blue laser on this weapon. So yeah, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Hopefully it was useful. Be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of the future videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next